Hello my fellow boxing enthusiastic friend. Man, just as I had predicted in my video, the Trilogy fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury was an all-out war for the history books. Everyone who believed that Fury would win basically by repeating his second fight performance, and everyone who thought this would be a boring fight and Wilder had no chance, well folks, you were wrong. I got so much hate by Anthony Joshua's fanboys by making a video in which I talk about AJ being fake and called him out for his bad sportsmanship towards Usyk post-fight, and now many of these same fanboys have asked me in my comment section now to make a video on Wilder's bad sportsmanship. So I'ma do that because I'm a man of my word and I tell it how it is. I will also be analyzing the fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury in this video here. You don't want to miss this one, folks. Stick around to find out. I will catch you on the counterpunch, my fellow boxing enthusiasts.
I always tell the truth, even when I lie.
First off, I want to thank you for tuning in again. Now do me a favor, if you enjoy my content then leave a like at the bottom of my videos. I spend many hours making videos more entertaining than other YouTube channels do on the similar topics. I could, however, just record myself talking about the fight, but that would be cheaping out in my opinion. It would really help me out, so thank you for your support, brothers. And can we all please give a big hand and amen for the great referee we had in the Fury-Wilder fight? Fantastic job and props to you for making this an unbiased fight without any unfair tactics and allowing us fans to get the fight that we expected and that we deserved. Let's get right to it and get the first subject off the table. We know that Deontay Wilder didn't show respect towards Tyson Fury after his clear victory. I certainly was disappointed from this kind of behavior. I thought after such a great Trilogy fight and fantastic battle, that these two guys needed to show respect not just to themselves, but to the world of boxing watching them, because it would have helped this sport to see on the one hand this great level of competition, and on the other hand the level of love and respect for your opponent. Don't get me wrong, Fury would have given respect to Deontay Wilder, and it was wrong for Wilder to just leave the ring. That's a fact. Ain't no denying it. Just like Anthony Joshua left the ring as well. But the reason why Deontay Wilder isn't fake and Anthony Joshua is because Wilder has always had a rather bad character. I mean, he even said he wanted to add a body to his record and kill a man in the ring.
Nah, I want a body on my record. I want one. I want one. I want one.
That's just wrong, but we've always known that. A valid reason why Wilder also left is because he did have to get checked out by the doctors backstage. The shots he ate and kept getting up the very hard punches. And I know he did tell Fury in the ring he didn't want to show respect, which that isn't proper, but after such a war and leaving on his shield, I still have to give the guy some respect, and you all should as well. Wilder didn't act fake and portray a fake character just to get over with the fans throughout his career. Anthony Joshua always acted like the humble people's champion.
And look, this is about boxing. The science of this lovely sport is about hitting and not getting hit.
Who kids look up to and women admire for his looks. And then he gets beat, unanimous decision in his hometown, and just leaves the ring after the winner was announced. That's the reason I made the Anthony Joshua being fake video. But don't you compare Anthony Joshua to Deontay Wilder, folks. Deontay Wilder's performance along with Tyson Fury's performance showed us two guys leaving it all in the ring and fighting with true hearts of champions. Wilder left on his shield, and it was only a great fight because both men fought with so much courage and heart. Anthony Joshua fans, take notice, okay? If you still support Anthony Joshua for letting you guys down by not even fighting with courage and going all in against Usyk in front of his hometown crowd,
putting on the performance and a leg touch, back on the legs, and back on the legs, the champ is in real trouble here in round 3.
and not showing the heart of a champion in the ring, then you guys are just too delusional and too in love with Anthony Joshua. Yes, I was a Wilder supporter, and I can say that I am no longer as much of a fan of his due to him not doing the right thing and not showing respect towards the better man that night, Tyson Fury. But Wilder did leave on his shield, and he is one hell of a warrior. And you know why I can say that I'm disappointed by his actions after the fight? Well, one reason and one reason only, and that is because I'm a grown-ass man and I don't need to be hurt when the guy I favor doesn't win. It's not like I'm in love with the boxer and he's my hero and I can't speak the truth. Nah. I will always call out anybody if their actions are bad for boxing, because I love this sport and I believe it's the greatest sport ever. Anthony Joshua is not on the level of Wilder, Fury, or Usyk in terms of heart and the true meaning of never back down, never quit. If after the fight between Wilder and Fury you still believe that they were the ones ducking opponents all those years, then you have an IQ of a 7-year-old and are way too delusional. Man the fuck up and show some respect for yourself as a man, and stand by the obvious truth, even if you are an Anthony Joshua fan.
My eye, man, just peaked in the 9th round. It was like the eye as well. That didn't make it easy. Socket. So when I couldn't see anything, it's the first time it's happened in a fight. So I was thinking, all right, cool. This is the first time my eyes closed up in a fight. I can't see nothing. Like I'm looking at a one eye kind of thing.
More than a fan, you should be a man. The fights on the undercard with Konaki versus Helenius, Sanchez versus Ajagba, and the main event of Fury and Wilder makes Anthony Joshua's last performance against Alexander Usyk seem even worse than we initially thought it was. Now hear me out. All guys fought with heart on the 9th of October. And you know the sad thing is that we fans say, whoa, this was an amazing evening of boxing in regards of fighting with heart and being true warriors. The Wilder-Fury fight was a war. The fact that we must say this means that we just aren't used to boxers fighting like this anymore, which is a sad fact. It has become rare. And this shouldn't be a luxury. This should be standard, and we should be getting all fights on any undercard or main event to be like this. Yes, the men do risk their lives going into that ring, but if you make so much money, then go all in and pour your heart out. Not just for the fans who paid their hard-earned money, but for the greatest sport ever, boxing. By the way, the Ajagba versus Sanchez fight was sensational. It reminded me a lot of the AJ versus Usyk fight and how it should have gone. Ajagba fought with heart, walking down the far more skilled Sanchez, and guess what? He got caught and was dropped. But he got up again and fought on looking for the knockout because he was the bigger man and he knew he could not outbox Sanchez. That's exactly how Anthony Joshua should have fought Alexander Usyk. How embarrassing that young up-and-coming future main eventers show more heart and actually fight and leave it all in the ring compared to Anthony Joshua, the poster boy of today's boxing. And remind yourself, Anthony Joshua was billed as the greatest boxer of all time. Magazines had him portrayed as the greatest boxers of all time. Commentators said exactly that during the Alexander Usyk fight. Obviously, they said that before the fight even started during the entrance because they quickly changed their opinion as soon as they saw Usyk dominate Anthony Joshua in the ring. I mean, AJ was even wearing the Muhammad Ali style robe when entering. Need I say more, people? Open your eyes, man. Breathe deep into your bowels and let some oxygen back into your brains and think just a little bit for once. By the way, my Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk rematch video will be coming out soon, folks, so stay tuned for that. Now about the trilogy and analyzing this fight. The game plans were beforehand quite apparent. Wilder came in at an all-time heaviest in his career at 238 pounds at the weigh-ins, and Fury also came in at his career heaviest of 277 pounds. So the stage was set for an all-out war and both guys were going for the knockout. This was one of the last battles of the Titans because the smaller, technically great boxers with big hearts of champions like Alexander Usyk and Frank Sanchez is going to take over. Remember, Wilder said he was going to show the world a different Bronzebomber and he is going to improve his footwork and boxing skills. And I said in my prediction video that it's not going to happen because he did not have enough time and he was too old to learn new tricks. Well, I stand corrected, at least when it comes to the first 2 rounds, because Wilder was showing some great jabs and straights to the body of Fury staying in the center of the ring. Nothing like the second fight they had. Everyone who thought it was going to be an easy repeat for Fury doesn't know shit about boxing, because no fight is ever the same. As I was saying, Wilder showed some improvements during the first 2 rounds until he got dropped, and he went right back to his fighting style we've seen from him throughout all his career. I believe Wilder powered himself out too much and too quick in the first couple rounds. The extra weight cost him too much stamina, and this time there were no excuses. Fury wasn't leaning on Wilder, and the gloves were both the exact ones each of them wanted. So the loss is definitely on Wilder not coming in conditioned enough and powering himself out too quick. Fury's game plan, on the other hand, was phenomenal. Remember, in their second fight, he stormed out of the corner and just ran over Wilder like an 18-wheeler. This time, Fury took his time because he knew that Wilder was going for an early knockout, which almost happened. Fury was down twice, and getting up fairly easily proves that God must have been on this man's side on October 9th, 2021. And the best part of Fury's performance was the way he listened and trusted his trainer, Sugar Hill.
Without this man sat next to me here, this Sugar Hill, the big dog, I wouldn't have knocked him out tonight. It was like to me, in 9, 10, and 11, he was like, get this beat out of here.
Showing how strong a bond between trainer and fighter can be and the necessary trust to beat any man. The biggest disappointment of the night, besides Wilder just leaving the ring and not showing respect towards Fury, was the fact that Wilder really has no defense whatsoever. He was blocking the hard punches with his face. Footwork was horrific. He can't box on the back foot, and he had some success when walking down Fury. Why not walk forward then? I guess as of round 8, Wilder basically lost his legs and didn't recover. Maybe he was too heavy or the pressure got to him from those knockdowns? Well, we can't know exactly. Deontay Wilder did not give a post-fight press conference interview, which is also quite disappointing. Sour grapes right there. But what we do know is that this fight was a battle for the ages and easily lived up to its hype. Fury is the better boxer and the better man at the end of the day. Hands down a great champion. Wilder has true heart and left on his shield. Respect for that. He gave it his all. I hope Wilder doesn't retire because there needs to be a battle with Anthony Joshua. The battle for the biggest sore loser. Nah, but in all seriousness, thanks for watching. Leave a like at the bottom of this video and I will catch you on the counterpunch, my fellow boxing enthusiasts.
I always tell the truth, even when I lie.